Namaste everyone, welcome to Godly Good Guidance. Today we are doing a Holi special reading as well as full moon reading. It's going to be a pick a pile, pick a card reading, and you'll have two piles to choose from, and I will brief you as I go in the reading about what is what. Let's begin. So Holi marks the beginning of the spring season in India, and also it is the end of winter season. It is also considered the beginning of the harvest season. It also has some symbolism with fertility festival, basically blossoming of new life. So as well as full moon is the day link up with fruition of our goals of whatever seed we had sown during the new moon time. Collecting all these things in my mind, the first question for you guys that I am going to ask the Moonology manifestation deck is, what have I created and manifested since the new moon? Okay, so let's see. We'll pick one card for each pile. This is for pile 1. What have I created and manifested since the new moon? I feel like taking this one. Right. Holi marks the triumph of good over evil. Day before Holi, which is considered a small Holi, Choti Holi, when Holika is burnt, it symbolizes burning of vices and evils that are deeply rooted in our souls. So let's check from the runes deck that what vices and evils in you should work upon removing. Alright, so let's pick one card for the same. Alright, this is a little fun one. Now, during Holi, the colors are being thrown at each other in a playful way, which symbolizes breaking down of barriers. So, since colors remind me of chakras, so let's just ask from this deck that what chakra you need to focus on for your growth. This is for the first one, and this is for the second one. And finally, the one which everyone waits for. Holi honors celestial love and bond shared between Lord Krishna and Sri Radha. So what we are going to do is pick two cards each for each of the piles, and we're gonna check your current bond with a platonic relationship and a current bond with a romantic relationship of your life, whomsoever you have on your mind. Alright, so let's inquire. First, for the platonic relationship on your mind, let's check your current bond with a platonic relationship on your mind. Next, we are going to inquire about a romantic relationship on your mind. Let's check your current bond with a romantic relationship on your mind. One card each. Alright, so we have all the cards here. So you have two piles to pick from. Pile 1, which is represented by the moonstone, and pile 2, which is represented by rose quartz crystal. Alright, so pick your pile 1 or 2, and I'll see you at your reading. Hi pile 1s, if you have selected pile 1 or this beautiful moonstone, then you have come to your reading. Let's check what you have created or manifested since the new moon. You have new moon in Cancer, and it says relax. So what I'm getting from this card is that probably there had been some problem related to your family or house. It could be buying or selling of a property. It could be related to some family member. So whatever that was, it seems like you have been successful in solving that issue, and now is the time for you to relax. For some of you, you probably have been successful in manifesting your feminine energy, and with that, you could now nurture as well as protect your near and dear ones. At the same time, you have also learned to nurture and take care of yourself. So that's really beautiful, guys. It's a really good sign of improving on all levels. For some of you, you probably also have learned to develop a thick skin in not a negative way, but in a positive way, wherein probably times and again you've been attacked by negative and wrong people, and every time you would feel hurt and completely worn down. But probably by now, during this full moon time, you have learned to develop a thin skin against them or against such situations, and that's really beautiful too. Let's move on to the next card. Let's see what vices or evils are being suggested to you that you need to remove during this auspicious time. So the card for you is Evas. I'm gonna keep it in the reverse order because we are looking at the vices. There are chances that you are a person who, I feel a little hesitant to say, but yes, if you are a person who has been part of any sort of injustice towards somebody, and you have won over somebody through wrong means, doing the wrong things, then even to the extent of oppressing somebody for some of you. So this is the time you have been asked to work on this vice of yours and try to burn this evil down during this beautiful time so that you can come out as a better person. If this is not you, then maybe you could be one of those people who overanalyze things, and overanalyzing, the time runs out and what needs to be communicated or to be done just remains undone. And so that is another meaning of this card when we are looking at our vices or the evils that we need to work upon. So that's that for you. Let's move on to the next card, and that is, we are gonna check what chakra you need to focus on for your growth. And the chakra suggested for you is your third eye. Now, third eye, or the Ajna chakra or the Agnya chakra, is the sixth chakra, is located in between both our eyebrows, in the center of both our eyebrows. It is symbolized by a bluish purplish kind of a color, and it represents your intuition, your intelligence, your spiritual awareness, and things like that. This is a chakra you've been asked to work upon, because in this time it seems like the doors of spirituality are kind of opening for you, and this is a perfect time to step inside the vast world of spirituality, to dig deep within yourself and do your soul searching, connect with the divine, and understand the deeper meanings of life and more. So that's the chakra you've been asked to work upon, your third eye. Our next inquiry is about your current bond with a person on your mind who would be categorized under a platonic relationship. And the card for you is Five of Swords. It seems like you have had some misunderstanding or some sort of a quarrel with this person, and it could also be more than one person, and it seems like you or them think that all is lost, the relationship is over and things like that, but you've been told that no, not all is lost. Even though there has been some disagreement, even probably loud arguments and stuff like that, but you've been told that no, the love is still there deep within the hearts of you and them. There is a chance of resolution, reconciliation, and the redemption of this relationship. It seems like you will have an upper hand on this situation, wherein maybe you were done wrong and maybe apologies would be coming anytime soon. And at the same time, you are asked not to be disheartened at all. If these people have done you wrong, they are gonna face their karma. They are also not at rest deep within their hearts. And if you know that what you have done is the right thing, is the godly good thing, then you need not worry. You have been always watched by the divine, and the right would happen. The change is very near. Moving on to check your current bond with a romantic relationship on your mind, and we have 7 of Cups. There is a possibility that if you have a person on your mind, then there's some sort of a uncertainty that is lingering around, wherein you're not sure whether this person is the person or not. Or secondly, you're not sure how to approach that person. Should you take them flowers? Should you take them chocolates? Should you probably directly go and give a ring and propose them? You're not sure what you need to do next. The best thing to do here is that sleep on it, take the advice of a person you think would give you a good advice, or just give it some time and you would get the answers yourself. Meanwhile, keep adding in the love in the relationship and keep going further, and whatever needs to come in front, whatever needs to be unmasked will be unmasked in due time. So do not worry, but do not be in a compulsion to take a decision right away, because what might be appearing to you right now may not be so, or what decision you would take right now could be regretted by you later on. So just wait for some time and give yourself some time. In that time, maybe take advice and stuff like that from your closed ones, or simply ask yourself in that time and you will have the answer. That's the kind of thing that is going on in your mind, in the bond you have right now. And if this is not you, maybe this is a person in your mind who is thinking like that about your relationship. So take how it resonates, since this is the general reading. And to end the reading, I have these charms, and I'm gonna just pick a few. And maybe one more. So we have a swan, we have grapes, we have a girl, we have a cross. The message for you is that God is watching, that you have a pure heart, that you are pure. So do not be sad about something that you want is too far away from you, because maybe the thing that is far away from you is not even worth the divinity that you have in you. Or maybe this is not the right time for you to have that thing or that person in your life, because in divine time you're gonna enjoy the fruits of your good work, of your pure heart. And that's all I have for you. Thank you very much. Let's move on to pile 2. Hi pile 2s, welcome to your reading. If you have selected the rose quartz crystal, then this is your reading. Let's begin. So our first question is that what have you created or manifested since the new moon? And we have full moon in Aquarius, and it says be real. So it seems like you have manifested some sort of a balance between what's real and what's not. You probably have stopped chasing the wrong people. You've stopped being a people pleaser of a sort, if you were. And if you weren't, then just ignore, because this is a collective reading. Not everything may resonate with you. This is a really good space you have come into, and I'm really proud of you, because this is not easy. The fact that you have created this yourself or manifested this is almost like a blessing. and you've been asked to hold on to it because it's really rare to come from there to here, to be real, and to being able to let go of something or someone who was not serving you, who was not treating you in the right way, or who was probably not the right person for you. Might be the right person, but not the one for you. Might be the right job, but not the right job for you. You know what I mean? So it's really good that you have come out to see the truth and been strong enough to be real and balance yourself. What's flowing through you is something very effortless and divine. That's beautiful. Now let's see what are the vices or evils in you that are being asked out of you to remove, because definitely we need to do that. And you have the Hagalas. So Hagalas is represented by a scorpion, if you can see. And the scorpion is almost like a warning to you that it's time you change things, or it may not be right. It's time to remove this vice from you, this evil from you. And vice doesn't have to be wherein you are being wrong to somebody. It can be that you're wrong to yourself also. And what is that you need to figure out? It, from how we saw here, that probably you were too stuck up on something or someone. So that was like a vice you have overcome. And if you haven't yet, then maybe that is something that you're being asked to do. That do not cling to a past and move on, because that is just gonna give you stagnation in your life. And how much ever you play the victim, nothing is gonna work for you. And if it has been working for you by playing the victimhood, then this is a warning for you, then that stop it, because the time has come that you stop playing that card of victimhood and stop placing blames on the outside and look inside. Once you end that, there will be a brilliant beginning for you. Now we're gonna see what chakra you need to work upon or you need to focus on for your growth. And you have the solar plexus chakra. Solar plexus chakra is represented by the color yellow, and the placement of it is usually above your navel point and below your chest. I think in Hindi, Sanskrit, it is called the Manipur chakra. I can be wrong. What it represents is control, strength, stability, and things like that. So if you're a person who just lets anybody control over you, or if you are a person who controls a lot, who's very dominating, then maybe in both the scenarios you're on the extreme end and you're asked to balance that part of you, and that would help you in balancing this particular chakra of yourself, and that would be beneficial for your higher growth. And once you do that, there will be good luck waiting for you. There'll be growth for you. And if you think that you already have established something in your life, then you would see how you're able to take it even further once you balance this chakra. Do not resist to change, because change is definitely required. All right, let's move on to the next part of the reading, which is really loved by all. And in the first part of that reading, we're going to check your current bond with the person on your mind who would fall under a platonic relationship. So you have got 6 of Wands. Beautiful. There is a chance of a good news coming from this relationship. If there was any sort of a argument or heated conversation, then that is going to completely come to a resolution. There's going to be a show of love between this relation. It's going to feel like a victory that, let's say it's with some of your school or college friends. You have come to your reunion, and this is like a great celebration that you have known each other for so many years, and then you're still able to reconnect and celebrate your life so far together. And some of them might have really turned out to be your really, really good friends, and celebrating this time with those people would be really, really heartwarming, and it would almost feel like something that you have achieved in your life, which is much, much more than the money you have earned or gained in your life. So that seems a really beautiful thing to happen in a platonic relationship. But let's inquire about your romantic relationship, that what is your current bond with the person on your mind with whom you have a romantic relationship, or you wish to have a romantic relationship, or something of the sort. And you have the Ace of Swords. For some of you, this means that maybe you think that you have kind of won over this person, almost like that you have created a story which is not a real one. And I'm not saying completely that you have completely lied, but maybe you might have painted a beautiful painting of yourself and presented it towards this person, and when this person saw this beautiful painting, the person got really, really impressed, and and that's how the relationship became stronger, or that's how the relationship started. So you are being asked to probably, see how you want to go about it, but this is what it's being kind of told, that if this is how you have presented yourself, wherein there has been some lies or manipulations that have been the base of this relationship, then you might need to face the consequences in the time. And time doesn't end at the end of this life. We have a thing called karma that can really, really bite you really, really bad at any point in this or another life. So be really careful if this is how this relationship is being based upon. And if you think this is not you, then please ignore the reading. On the contrary, if you think that this could be your person on your mind, then be really careful. Please do make sure about everything that is being communicated was true, because you don't want a hollow victory at the end of the day. And even if you have won that person in your life, even married that person in your life, somewhere your subconscious would always know that what was the beginning, how the beginning was. And who knows, as time passes, the person would automatically know the truth, and by then, if they have bonded with you in a permanent kind of a relationship, then that love might just fade away, and then what's remaining might just be formalities of the relationship, or whatever it may be. So this is how I just feel like saying about this card today. Just be a little bit careful. If it is not you, then check if it is your partner. And if it is not your partner, then don't go about doubting yourself or them. You know your reality. This is a general reading, so take how it resonates, okay? We move on to the last part of the reading, wherein I bring in some charms. I'll put 4 charms for you. Oh, this one was in the previous pile also. So you have a strawberry, you have grapes, you have lips, and you have a unicorn. All right. So charms are suggesting to me that it seems like somebody is really, really feeling passionate about you, or you probably are feeling really, really passionate about somebody. There is a possibility of a really, really passionate time for you guys in the near future, and it's going to be really, really magical and really, really juicy. There's gonna be a lot of kissing and biting and a lot of naughty stuff, basically, okay? But all in all, really, really magical stuff that is being highlighted for you. All right, so this was pile 2. I hope you liked the reading. Wish you a very, very happy Holi and the full moon time. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye bye. Om.